This is a full guide of No Man's Sky's Liquidators Expedition. It lasts for 6 weeks and there's 2 ways to start the expedition. You can go down to new save and start it from the start window. And as you can see, it might take a few seconds for it to register. It's the first of a few glitches that I've encountered in this expedition, but the expedition itself is quite straightforward. But personally, I'm going to start the expedition from the kiosk inside the anomaly. So I'm going to load up my OG save. As soon as I get into my save, I'm going to go into space and call the anomaly. Head to the expedition kiosk. The first thing you want to make sure is that you've got the ship that you want to take with you and the multi-tool you want to take with you selected. So when you click on select equipment, that's the stuff you'll take with you. Then I'm going to copy over my personal refiner. S-Class mob wise, you might want to take some life support and some shields. I didn't, but I'll show you where to get them in the game. And I've paused here so you can see all the stuff that I took with me. Now time to start the expedition. You start on quite a nice planet. Then the next thing you want to do is turn multiplayer off and check that PvP is also off. Then after that, arrange all your mods so they're in supercharge slots and nicely arranged. Then scan for the nearest copper that's most convenient for you to get to your ship at the same time. You want to collect a lot of ferret dust and carbon as you go. Remember to scan plants and animals as well. Make sure your mining tool is as small as possible and mine the copper. After you've mined the copper, you could do the restore because you might find that it comes back. It seems to be a glitch at the moment. It might be gone by the time you play, but it means you can get lots and lots of copper from the one location. Head to your ship, getting plenty of ferret dust, and of course, carbon, and also collect as much humming sacks as you possibly can. It doesn't matter if you start with a new save or a kiosk, it's worth getting quite a lot of them. And don't forget the dihydrogen crystals. When you get to your ship, it's going to be at a camp and you're going to have those horrors, so get to high points or go inside a building and kill as many as you can. Now they're gone, you can get inside your ship and start doing your repairs. Remember, you won't get all your stuff from the anomaly until you've made your first jump to the next rendezvous point, so you're going to have to make a portal refiner at this point so you can fix your pulse engine and your launch thrusters. So you're going to have to make some pure ferrite. And while that's refining, you can mine more stuff. Now the pure ferrite's made, we can refix the launch thrusters. For the pulse engine, we have to make a harmonic sail, so we need to make some concentrated carbon. While that's refining, we can collect more stuff and we can also check those boxes. Now we can make the hermetic seal and repair the pulse engine. And don't forget, pop your milestones as you go along, because the next one is leaving the planet and then jumping to a new system. But before we leave the planet, it's worth spending a bit of time making some warp cells. You only need to make about 5. If you started from the kiosk. If you started from a new save, maybe make about 10. Okay, it's time to take off and leave the planet, and you want to head straight to the space station. You'll get the dust off milestone, that will give you the hyperdrive, so don't forget to pop that. Then go to Galactic Trade Terminal, sell the Albion Pills, you should have a lot more than I do. And then you can buy 5 microprocessors. And as you'll notice, I didn't quite make enough chromatic metal, so I'm going to have to go to another planet, so I can refine some more. I landed in a camp, and of course I got more horrors. And this planet has aggressive sentinels. There's a milestone for them, but it's best to leave that till later in the expedition. But at this point you should have the Exterminator milestone for killing horrors. It's also worth scanning all the creatures, just in case you get the aggressive creature milestone. But on this planet I'm going to refine more chromatic metal within the shelter. Now we can repair the hyperdrive. Leave the planet. But before we make the jump, head back to the planet that we spawned on. Land as close as you can to some water. And scan the 3 sea creatures that are in this water. What you're looking for is that large eel one, as that one could pop the aggressive creature milestone, but it might not pop it for all of you, but I've got another location later in the video. Now it's time to go to the next rendezvous point. You'll get the accelerator milestone at this point. The first thing you want to do is head straight to the space station. Get in and out your ship, leave the space station, and then call in the anomaly. Now you can collect all your stuff from the kiosk. I wouldn't collect everything at once. I'd focus on fuel, stuff that you want to convert into money, and stuff that you want to convert into nanites. And of course, install your personal refiner that you brought with you. And then you're going to refine the item to convert into nanites, as you'll need 5,000 nanites to get your ship and your multi-tool. This will take some time, but as you can see, I got 4,800 nanites. That actually is quite enough. So I can collect my multi-tool and I can collect my ship. And you want to carry on passively creating nanites so you can get the bleeding form milestone later on. But let's head to that short range teleporter. Into the interstellar terminus. Head to the local space station. Sell the things you want to turn into units at the galactic trade terminal. Jump up to the walkway above and get your exosuit upgrade. Head into space and return to the anomaly. Head to the back to get your other exosuit upgrade. I did a bit more jumping backwards and forwards, you don't need to see that, but basically remember to pop your milestones. Now we can head to Drop Zone 1. When you get near the location you can't see a combo, use the camera to see the nearest building. As soon as you land, you're going to get lots more horrors. But once you've dealt with them, go inside the building and interact with the kiosk. Once that's done, you can pop the Drop Zone 1 milestone and then select the Infestation Alpha milestone. Then get in your ship and head to that location. You might have to leave the atmosphere and then fly back down to get there quicker. But as soon as you land, jump in the building or go inside the building for shelter and cover because you're going to have a big bad to kill. Once you've killed the big bad, you can go inside the building and interact with the kiosk. Then pop the Infestation Alpha milestone to get the rewards. And this one's quite important because you get your half-mat gloves. You want to install them and then collect the 13 Whispering Eggs so you can get the Provocateur milestone. Of course, I'm going to carry on scanning animals just in case they're aggressive. But then I'm going to head into space, head into the anomaly, head to the interstellar terminus, and head to the previous space station, the one we started at. As soon as you get the space station, go to the walkway above. And you'll find that the Exosuit Technology Merchant has got some S-Class life support modules. So buy one, head to your ship, get in and out of your ship, thereby creating a restore point save, reload the restore point save, then you can return to the Exosuit Merchant and the life support modules have been reset and you only have to get 3 of them. So install those 3 life support modules. Also at this point you'll probably notice that everything in phase 1 is done, except Purge by Fire 1. That is time locked and community led, and I'll cover all of them at the end of the video. So let's select Drop Zone 2, head into space, and then warp to the new system. And the first thing you do when you get to the new system is go to the space station, pick up the exosuit upgrade if you wish, then leave the space station and head to the Drop Zone 2 location. When you get to the location, go into camera mode to see if you can find the nearest building. As usual, when you get to the building, you're going to get surrounded by monsters. Head inside the building, interact with the kiosk. Pop the Drop Zone 2 milestone. Select the Infestation Beta milestone. Head to the location. Land at the location and of course beat the big bad. At this point you should get the Independent Action milestone for clearing swarms at 6 locations, but interact with the terminal to get the Infestation Beta milestone. Scanning animals just in case. But I'm close to completing Lock and Loaded milestone, so I'm just going to shoot out a few rounds to get that. Which is worth doing because you get the plasma launcher, which you will need for another milestone later. You might have problems popping the Infestation Beta milestone. You'll have to swap out to your low class multi-tool that you were given at the beginning of the game. As a reward for that is a class upgrade, and then you can swap back. If you sold your low class multi-tool, just go to a space station and buy a crappy one. Upgrade that and then trash it. Okay, up next is Metamorphosis. You're going to have to wander around the planet bit, scanning until you find the juicy grub. When you're wandering around the planet, if you see any hazardous fauna, shoot them. When you get close to the juicy grub, call in your ship, get in and out of your ship. Remember, you'll need your hazmat gauntlets to select them. When you pick one up, go into the menu and then pop it. And then kill the big bad brood mother. Not forgetting to pop the milestone after you're complete. At this point, close air support will be nearly complete, so do some jumping with your jetpack and then that one will pop as well. And don't forget to pop all your milestones. Now it's time to go to Drop Zone 3, so select it, get in your ship, head into space and follow the route to the next galaxy. Remember, when you get to the next system, go to the space station in the anomaly to get your upgrades, as exosuit space might be getting a little bit short. Then after that, you can head to the drop zone 3. When you get close to the location, you're going to find it's a mountainous planet, so fly about of it to see if you can find buildings. As usual, when you land at the location, you're going to have monsters to fight. Then go to the terminal, interact with it to get the milestone. This is an important milestone to pop because you get the Minotaur, so pop that and then build the Minotaur. Then transfer over all the Minotaur tech. While you're here, scan some animals, just in case. Select Infest Gamma, but as you might notice, this is an extreme weather planet, which means we can get the Snowblind milestone on this planet. So if a storm is active, just wander around a bit to uptick that, and when the storm's ended, then you can head to the infestation site. As usual, when you land at the site, you're going to get the big bad broodmother. Defeat her, don't focus too much on the sentinels, as we'll deal with that milestone later. Then interact with the terminal to get the Infestation Gamma milestone. The storm's kicking off at the moment, so let's walk in circles to get that other milestone going. And as you can see, Snowblind milestone is not nearly complete yet. But what we're going to do is hang around a little bit until the storm comes back in. When the storm comes back in, you might be able to find some storm crystals, but eventually you're going to get the Snowblind milestone. Then we're going to head into space and head to the fungal mold planets. Then when we land on the planets, we're going to select the Fatala Land milestone and shoot lots of stuff, trying to keep the beam as active as possible. You can ease off the trigger slightly to reduce the temperature, but what you want to do is make sure you're lining up lots of rocks and plants to shoot quickly. But it shouldn't be too hard on this planet, because the stuff on this planet easily gets destroyed. Now select Law of the Jungle milestone and use your sweep scanner to find the hazardous flora. Again, you'll be wandering around a lot on this planet, but it's worth doing them all on this planet because it's quite a flat planet and there's quite a lot of hazardous flora kicking around. And that's the Law of the Jungle milestone done. And the Fatala Land milestone gives you exosuit upgrades, which you can either use or keep for your main save. And of course, Law of the Jungle gives you lots of blueprints. It's time to get in the ship and head into space. And the next planet we're heading to is this molten planet. There's not much on this planet, I'm just going here just in case there's an aggressive creature. There is a cat, but it didn't pop for me. Okay, select Drop Zone 4, go into the galactic map and head to the next location. As usual, head to the space station, pick up some upgrades, and if you wish, head to the anomaly, pick up the upgrade there as well. Once that's done, you can head to the planet. When you get close to the location, it's another mountainous planet, but I've got a combo. You can't see the combo, go into camera mode and see if you can see any nearby buildings. When the monsters are gone away or you've killed them, you can go inside and interact with the terminal. When that's done, you can select Infestation Delta. And this is where I encountered my first major glitch. Have you noticed it's just ocean, there's no land. As I've got my aqua jets installed, I could land in the water. Got out of my ship, dived in the water, and as you noticed, yep, it's completely messed up. So the option is to go into space, call in the anomaly, get out of my ship to create a restore point, and when I completely restarted the game and headed back to the planet, the mountains had properly rendered in. The other weird thing is there was no queen here, so that completely glitched out as well, there's just monsters. So I interacted with the terminal and got the milestone. While I was here, I decided I was going to do the spare ribs milestone, so I put down the neutron processor and placed rancid flesh in to make purged ribs. Then I had to check just in case purged ribs went into something else. But that's the spare ribs milestone done. Also at this location I decided to do the Timber Wolf milestone, so I put down my Minotaur Bay and then got inside it. Of course charged up my weapons and went on a reckless killing spree. And as you can see, that's why I said a reckless killing spree. They killed me. But don't worry, I kept my progress, and not only that, I didn't have to go and collect a grave, I didn't lose any of my stuff. I did however have to do some repairs to my Minotaur. But once that was done, I went on my killing spree again. But this time I used the edge of the water because they don't seem to come to that point, and then carried on killing. And that's the Timberwolf milestone done. And with that milestone, you get a neutron cannon upgrade. Okay, we've headed into space and we're heading to that arid planet. And we're going to find some water so we can find some alluring specimens. And you're looking for that little red symbol there. So it's going to involve quite a lot of swimming. But at this point you should have all the underwater upgrades from a milestone drop. Then look for his little lures and then plug them and see what happens. As you notice, we're in tight space, so it's quite difficult to shoot them in this location, so get a bit of distance. And then when you got a bit of distance, it's quite easy to take them down. When you killed one, it's worth getting in your ship and then finding another location further out at sea. Then when you get to another location, get out your ship and then go swimming. There's the second location, let's deal with it. And if you installed your aqua landing gear, you can land a ship just above you on the water, get in your ship and head to the next location. Then get out of your ship and do some swimming. And there's the third location. That's Blood in the Water milestone done. Okay, we're back in space and what we want to find is a planet with a ring around it. Of course it's near the space station, so you're going to lock onto that. But it's not that actual planet that you want. What you want is a little blue moon. And when you land on this planet, it's worth spending quite a bit of time here, because this is where I got the Apex Predator milestone. So if you haven't got it yet, this will be the location where I got it. It might not pop, it seems to be random. It could be a glitch with the game that'll get fixed in a patch coming very soon. So hopefully you've already got this and you don't have to watch this footage. but I'm going to leave the whole footage of me standing here scanning each of the animals. It isn't too long, I've doubled the speed, and it's only about 50 seconds. But that's the creature you're looking for, the little dog-like creature. And the Apex Predator milestone has popped. And finally, phase 3 is complete. And this is what the wee guy looks like. And here's the portal code, just in case, but we don't get portal codes in this expedition, so it might not be useful to you. One of the rendezvous points you come to anyway, so here's the planet name, and all the stuff that you can find on this planet. And here's what the system was called on my platform. It's basically the same system as Drop Zone 4. Okay, it's time to go to Drop Zone 5. So let's select it, go into the galactic map, and head to the location. As usual, head to the space station. If you've got any salvage glass, this might be a good time to pop them, as you might get a life support upgrade. Then we can head to the planet. When you get to the planet, head to the building. Either fight the monstrosities or head straight into the building, interact with the kiosk. Select Infant Station Omega Milestone. Get in your ship, go into space, then head to the location. Fight the big bad broodmother. When the broodmother is defeated, go inside, interact with the terminal. And that will decrypt Swarm Song, so head there. When you get close by, you'll probably find that you have to use your sweep scanner. When you get close to the building, call in your ship, head inside. Interact with the terminal to get the rest of the story. And that's the Swarm Song milestone done. So the next thing you want to do is get in your ship and then go into space. Go into the galactic map and swing your camera around so the galactic centre is in front of you. It is the brightest spot in the map. Now that's the Drop Zone 5 system where my little icon is right now, and just to the left of it, that one there, that's a Dissonant system. The names are sometimes different on different platforms, don't know why, so pay more attention to its location on the map and the fact it's a GEX system. But location is more important than name. So let's head there. As soon as you arrive in the system, scan all the planets until you find a Dissonant one. It'll also have that purplish hue about it, it's that one there. But before going there, head to the space station, get in and out of your ship. Now we can leave the space station and head to the planet. Use your scanner to find buildings. You want a building that you can go inside. That one there will do. As soon as you land, make sure you can get inside the building, so shoot down the doors if you have to. Now you can go inside, you can start shooting the sentinels because you've got the building to act as cover if need be. Select the purple mist milestone and start shooting the corrupted sentinels. And this is also a good time to get the fire in the hole milestone as well. And the scrap metal milestone will pop along with them. If you keep an eye on the battle, I'll show you how to get to the grenades. If you look at the top right, you can see I'm swapping the Alt with the circle button to the grenades. And that's me now got the plasma launcher selected. I can start using the plasma by hitting the bumper on the right side of my controller. The button combinations might be slightly different on your system, but a good time to launch the plasma is when there's a nice big group of enemies. And in this battle, there'll be several opportunities. But I'll keep this battle running. It's at double speed, so if you want to slow it down on YouTube, you can. But I think double speed isn't too hard to follow along with. And that's the end of the battle. I got fire in the hole. You might not have got it just yet, but don't worry, you'll get another chance. But you should have got the scrap metal milestone. You may have noticed for purple mist, we've only got half of them done. So what you need to do is get in and out of your ship to create a restore point save. But because the game is being a bit glitchy, I'm going to restart the whole game. And as soon as you load in, you'll notice that everything is reset, and you can start battling the corrupted sentinels once more. But as the battle is essentially the same as the previous one, I'll just skip to the end for this one. And those were the last two enemies, and that's Purple Mist milestone done. But not only that, there's only one milestone left to do, apart from the optional ones. So get in your ship, head back into space, head back to Drop Zone 5 system. It's the one that you just came from. And when you get back in that system, I'm going to head to that Starbar world. And as soon as I land the planet, I'm going to pop planetary charts, and I'm going to keep popping them until I get a minor settlement. So if you don't get them in the first few tries, just simply reload your restore point save, which will reset all your maps. In the first try I got a transmission tower, it's not what I want. But my impatience meant I popped one quite quickly, and there it is, a minor settlement. And it's over there with all that stuff. So as soon as I get to the minor settlement, I want to put down a base computer. Then I'm going to build a base that's got a platform, lots of viewing the area so I can see the enemies, and a little cover spot in the centre. I'm going to keep the footage of me building this simple base. Again, it's only at double speed. The only issue really is when the rain comes in, but you can still see what I'm doing, so I'll keep the footage running. Of course, once you've built your base, you want to upload it to the server, and as you can see, it's got a nice little bit of cover and a lot of areas to view to kill lots of enemies. You can also go through the anomaly and pick up some more building parts. I picked up a base teleporter and some powering items. Then it's just a matter of time of waiting until some sentinels fly by. And as soon as a sentinel fly by, shoot it, and that will start the battle. Like all the other battles in this game, I've speeded the footage up twice. Unfortunately you have to do 4 of them, but I'm only going to show you the first and last battle. Not only so you can see how I did it, but also to show you how effective this base is. And don't worry, both battles last less than 3 minutes at double speed. Remember, after each battle, what you have to do is go to your save point, make a save, then reload your restore point save, as that resets the sentinels so you can battle them again. Of course, you're going to have to wait around a couple of minutes for them to reappear, and this is me just about to start the 4th battle. Again, I'll leave the footage running so you can follow along. The footage has been doubled up, it only takes 2.5 minutes. This time he's spawned behind the building, but don't worry, I can use the building as cover. that's the Iron Giant's milestone done. In fact, that's all the milestones done that we can do for now. So we're able to collect all the main reward from the expedition, except for those that may be related to the optional milestone. And the thing about the optional milestone, not only is it time locked, it's also community locked. So we have to kill lots of enemies at each of the different locations. And the only way to make progress is we've got to start at location 1, and then 2, then 3 as they unlock. So it might not be worth ending the expedition just yet, but if you did what I did and only went to the space stations where it was important at each of the rendezvous points, then it will be only those space stations that will be in your base teleporter, which should make it really easy and efficient to get back to the different space stations. But don't worry if you got lost space stations, if you look at the grey text underneath the main name, they tell you what they are. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe button, and the bell thingy. And of course, thank you for watching. See you all later.